Ever wondered what happens when the heart of a nation starts to fail? When the very symbols of freedom are choked by smoke and chaos? Today, we're diving deep into a story that asks just that. This isn't just another comic. It's a 6-page saga called Liberty Strike, the Red Dawn Protocol, and it will completely change how you see Imagine this. Washington, D.C., the sun rising, but instead of a golden glow, you see black smoke billowing in the distance. The caption sets the scene perfectly. Washington, D.C., the heart of freedom, now beating on borrowed time. Instantly, you feel the tension. This isn't a peaceful morning. It's the calm before an absolute storm. We're thrown right into a high-tech command center. Alarms are blaring, a holographic map is flashing red alerts, and an agent screams that the entire power grid is collapsing from cyber strikes. This is a coordinated, all-out assault. And who steps up? Not a committee, not a politician, but Captain Liberty, in her blue and gold tactical suit, wielding a glowing energy shield. She's the last line of defense. Her first words, patch me in. 2. Command, if they're hitting the Capitol, I'm the firewall. Chills, right? She's not just a soldier. She's the guardian of the entire system. The action explodes immediately. A building window shatters as red drones, like mechanical hornets, swarm into the city. Captain Liberty raises her shield, explosions lighting up the background. Her internal thought reveals the terrifying truth. Someone is turning our own defense network against us. This isn't an external invasion. It's a civil war fought with technology. One of the drones locks onto her, its voice cold and robotic. Target acquired. Liberty 01. Neutralize. But Captain Liberty is a seasoned warrior. She flings her shield like a high-tech boomerang, slicing the drone in half before it returns perfectly to her arm. Standing amidst the chaos, she defiantly says, "You'll have to try harder than that, Red Dawn." And just like that, we meet our villain. The name Red Dawn hangs in the air, and we cut to a dark, underground bunker. There, a man in a crimson exosuit watches the battle unfold. This, Red Dawn, his perspective is chillingly different. You fight for a flag, liberty. I fight for truth, the truth they buried. He slams his fist down, and for a moment, we see his face beneath the helmet, a scarred exo. His motivation is personal, rooted in betrayal. They left me behind, he snarls. Now, I'll show them the cost of their freedom. With a flip of a switch, he activates giant red satellites in orbit. His plan clear. He wants to reboot America by force. The inevitable confrontation happens on the rooftop of the Capitol building itself. As thunderclouds gather, Captain Liberty calls him out. Red Dawn lands behind her, his rocket boots hissing, and he challenges her very core belief. Still saluting a system that rusted from the inside. Then, they crash shield versus power gauntlet. The artwork here must be insane. Sparks flying, a raw display of power. It's not just a physical fight. It's an ideological war. He screams, "You call it justice. I call it control." She retorts, "And I call this freedom," before unleashing a massive shockwave that sends them both flying. But this is where the story truly becomes brilliant. Red Dawn is defeated, his helmet cracked, revealing his human eyes filled with sadness and anger. "They turned me into a weapon and threw me away," he confesses. In this moment of vulnerability, Captain Liberty shows her true strength. She lowers her shield, kneels, and offers him a path to redemption. "Then don't end it like one. Help me stop this." But it's too late. The satellite countdown is at 10 seconds. In a final, desperate act, Red Dawn transfers the shutdown controls to her, whispering, "You can save them, and maybe save me." He chooses sacrifice over vengeance. Captain Liberty races to the edge of the roof and fires a massive energy beam from her shield, neutralizing the satellites in a brilliant explosion of light. The aftermath is powerful. Captain Liberty stands alone, her shield cracked, but unbroken. The narration returns. Sometimes freedom isn't a flag, it's a choice. We see medics taking an unconscious Red Dawn away, and Captain Liberty quietly reflects, everyone deserves a second chance, even those who lost their way. The final panel shows sunlight breaking through the smoke, the flag waving over a saved city. The dawn has risen again, not red with destruction, but bright with freedom. And the promise, Liberty Strike will return. This 6-page story packs more punch than most full-length comics. It's a masterful blend of action, sci-fi, and genuine human drama, exploring what freedom, sacrifice, and justice really mean. What did you think of Red Dawn's last-minute redemption? Let me know in the comments below. And if you love deep dives into amazing comic book stories like this, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss an upload. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.